consultant that we worked with, Evergreen Consultant, provided a lot of information to us, and we had to work with that information, and the report that they sent us looked like this. But it was a lot of information. It was essentially the information that a lot of you provided. The report that I'm going to go over tonight give you some introduction as to what happened in terms of the initial work, summary of employee outreach. That's the work where we went to talk to our employees, assess the current conditions, market survey research, and then the final solution. Essentially, the introduction to this whole project is that we did not have a salary administration process. We had a system where we communicated to people increases, but there was no structure. In fact, it created a lot of issues when employees started asking about details. And sometimes it even created some animosity about this person is getting this, why don't I get this? But the whole process is all tied into performance evaluation, which is probably going to be another project that Lonnie is going to volunteer us for. The other part is summary of employee outreach. This was the information of those interviews. I think many of you may have had some interviews with Evergreen Solutions. And once we got that information back, the information included things like we don't have a system. The other thing was that my job should be higher. There was a lot of good information, but we still received a lot of the normal stuff, gripes and complaints, but we did receive some really good information. Assessment of current condition, that was what do we have right now? We had a pay system, we have a pay system that is not very structured. And my brief explanation of that was that we really don't have a pay system. You know, we have a system in place that over the years, because of hard work and dedication of a lot of people, it seemed to have worked. The market survey results. I'm going to talk about the market survey results because what we did, we went out and we surveyed what was going on in the market relative to Fairhope, and that included a lot of benchmarking. We surveyed like jobs in terms of jobs that we had versus other like organizations, basically city governments and things like that. And then we're going to talk about a solution, the solution that we came to. The first one is that the summary of the results. I'm going to go through this relatively quickly, but we will stop and explain if anybody has a question. We had some significant disparities. We had 34 departments. If you look at those 34 departments, they all should not be the same because people do different jobs. But we had a situation where people were moved around for several reasons. Some for job performance. Some was not related to job performance. But we just moved people around, but we are a benevolent city. We would never cut people pay. And certainly that's not what we're proposing. We're not getting into that. But people would travel. They would travel with their old job and old pay and so forth. And that was found in the study. City has no formalized pay system. We didn't pay Evergreen Consultant a whole lot of money, but we didn't need to pay them anything to figure that one out. We had no formalized pay system. And that's why I'm being serious now. We have managers and supervisors who worked with what we had in place, and in my opinion, they did one heck of a job. And that was the other reason I think that they were very helpful in helping Diane and I put together a system that we're going to talk about tonight.